Hello all of you awesome people out there, and welcome back to another super awesome and mega wicked cool video done by myself, Disowned Hero. And today is my first day back after about 6-7 days. In fact, I even started Twitch streaming yesterday, so if you don't want to check out my Twitch stuff, I'll have a link in the description down below. But I am back, and let's crack on with this video. It's going to be a little bit of a short one today. Basically, I wanted to cover a ship class which I think is absolutely perfect. It's brilliant. It's the best ship class, I think, for anyone who plays solo an awful lot or likes to go off on their own, and that is the Recon Ships, found in the cruiser class. And yes, I absolutely love them, been flying them a lot recently, and here is why. Now, one of the main problems I actually have when I'm playing solo is when I go to low sec, null sec, or wormhole space, you kind of become an easy target because you're out on your own. Any small gang is going to think, hey, let's just go take them on. Now, every race actually has 2 recon ships. And out of those 2 recon ships, one has a particular roll bonus, which makes it incredibly, well, a little bit more difficult anyway for people to actually find you. Now, I'm in the cares here, and if we just bring up the information, have a look at the traits, we can see what that roll bonus is, and it's this one here. This ship cannot be detected by directional scanners, which means when you jump into a system and people start hitting that D-scan button to see what's around them, you simply won't appear. And this helps out tremendously through like a vast amount of things you could be doing. In particular, I've been running combat sites in low security space, and it just means that I can sit in that site, and yes, I still have to watch my own D-scan, and people still can scan me down with combat probes, and they could even randomly jump around till they find me, but it means I don't appear on their D-scan. It's not that easy for them to find me. They can't simply say, oh look, there's a curse there, oh he's within 10, he must be here. You know, it makes it that much more difficult to be found, and most of the time people won't even think that you're in one of these ships, and they'll just be, oh, he must be docked up or at a super safe, and they'll just move on. So absolutely brilliant. Now, some other examples of how this can actually be used. One in particular, which I used to do a while ago, was if you are in faction warfare, you can quite happily park one of these things in a medium complex, and as small gangs come through looking for targets, you simply won't appear. They won't know which complex you're in. They won't even know if you're in a complex, don't know what ship you're in or anything. They'll just think, again, maybe you're docked up, maybe you're outside of their D-scan range, and they'll just simply, hopefully, give up looking for you and just move on. If you want to do mining in these things, which is possible, you can fit like a full flight of drones if that's the way you wanted to go. People won't think of looking for you, or at least they'll have to jump to every single asteroid belt looking for you, or use combat probe scanners to find you, and you'll see them well in advance on D-scan. And like I said, each race actually has 2 recon ships, and out of those 2, one will always be undetectable by D-scan, and the second one will be able to use the covert ops cloak. So if you want to warp around all sneaky beaky super cloaked up, you'll probably want the second one, which for Amar is the Pilgrim. And in general, the bonuses for the one that can use the cloak is a little bit less than the one that can't. And also the ship hull has a few like kind of slight differences as well, but pretty much the same other than the bonuses. And yeah, here they are. So for Amar, we have the Cares, which I think is brilliant. I love energy neutralization. I think it's massively OP when it comes to PvP. I mean, PvE kind of a bit useless, but for PvP, I think it's the way to go. But again, that's personal preference. Please don't take my word on it. If you are like a massive ECM fan, by all means, go ahead and use ECM. And the second one, the Pilgrim, obviously has pretty much the same bonuses, except for it can also fit the Sinosaural Field Generator, or it gets the bonus towards that anyway, so there we go. Let's go towards Caldari then. They have the Rook. Oh, also the Amar ones can fit a full flight of medium drones as well, which is super nice. We have the Rook, which is the one that cannot be detected by D-scan, and that gets bonuses towards ECM, target jamming, and heavy missiles. Can only fit a flight of light drones as opposed to medium, so you're going to be relying more on your actual weapons, and obviously it gets the bonus towards ECM. And for their second one, which can use the cloak, pretty much the same bonuses, just, well, slightly different. In fact, you even get a bonus here towards medium hybrid turrets, which the first one didn't get, so there's theirs. Next, we have Gallente, and I'm going to struggle saying this, I always do. We have the Lachesis, I don't know, however you say that one. Anyway, that's the one that cannot be detected by directional scanners. These can field a full flight of medium drones, I believe, but it also gets the bonus to the medium hybrid turrets. Their ECM is warp scrambling, warp disrupting, and also remote sensor dampening. And there's their one, which can use the cloak, which pretty much has the same bonuses, except for also the medium hybrid turret switch. Did this one get that? Yes, it did. Okay, so they're pretty much the same, except for the bonuses are slightly less, same as everyone else. And then we have Minmatar, which have the Oh, here we go again. The Hugin. I'm going to call it the Hug. That's the Hug, which cannot be detected by directional scanners, and it gets a bonus towards stasis web of fire, medium projectile turrets, and target painters as well. And then we also have the, I want to say that's the Reaper, but it looks like it's spelled a little bit differently. And that gets the 60% bonus to stasis web of fire, cloaking devices, light missiles, heavy missiles, target painters, and again can fit all the cloaks and the dinosaur field generators as well. So these ships, I think, again, are absolutely brilliant. The possibilities for these, yes, they're not the most damage capable ships. There are better ones for PvP, better ones for PvE, better ones for mining. Again, if that's what you want to be doing, then away you go. But I just think that especially for this one, it cannot be detected by D-scan. It just means if you are playing solo, it's going to be so much easier to kind of hide and just be left alone a little bit. So when you're doing whatever you're doing, and as well when it comes to PvP, you can simply just warp straight up to someone and they won't know you're there until you literally get within their like kind of, well, so on grid with them, which means you don't need to wait for your cloak to deactivate or anything like that. You can simply start attacking straight away. So bonuses towards PvP, PvE, mining, exploration, gas harvesting if you want to put gas harvesters on this. Pretty much anything. I think this kind of bonus can be helpful for anyone playing solo. So that's pretty much it for this video. I will just quickly go over one or I don't even know how many fits I've got for this. I think I deleted them because they were all a little bit older and I've only just started using it again. But let's have a look what fits I have for this one here. Yeah, I've only got 2 pretty much for PvE. This is the one I'm using at the moment, and do you know what? It's not a bad fit. It actually survives quite well. I'm running the low-sec sites, and I've yet to actually run into a site which I've not been able to do. Yes, some are more difficult than others, but I've been handling them pretty well. So we've got a nice, even though these are kind of bonus towards armor, although it says it should be like armor fit, with only 4 lows, I like to whack them full of damage and just go for a shield tank instead. So we've got guns on here, we've got drones, we've got not being able to be detected by D-scan, and yeah, it's got nice survivability about it, limited on the DPS, but the fact that I'm kind of safe from other people means I can take the time to blow things up. And this is a pretty much similar one, except for it's using heavy missiles in the highs. But like I said, you can put miners up here if you really wanted. You can put gas cloud harvesters. You can even put like the exploration kind of data and relic things in the sides here. There's nothing stopping you. That roll bonus of not being able to be detected. That roll bonus of not being able to be... Oh, I can't get this one out. That roll bonus of not being able to be detected by D-scan comes in handy for pretty much everything you are doing. Like I said, you are not invincible, you're not invisible. You can be found through combat scanners, so keep an eye on your D-scan for that. And also, people can randomly jump around to try and find you. If they jump blindly to a complex, for example, which you're in, then obviously they'll see you when they land. But other than that, absolutely love them. Gonna leave my little rant. It's not even a rant, actually. It's like a little praise, isn't it? Gonna leave my little praise here because, well, I think I've gone on about these ships enough. It's just at the moment, these are my favourite ship classes in the game. So, thank you all so much for watching. If you did like this video, then please hit the subscribe button down below and leave a comment if you have any thoughts on these ships, or maybe you have a different preference. Maybe you play solo and you're like, no, you don't want that ship, you want this one. Let me know. I'll look into it and maybe get a video up about that as well. So, other than that, I'll see you right here very soon in another video. Bye bye. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to hit the like button and hit the subscribe button as well to get some more game guides, how-tos, let's plays and live streams from myself. I also think you should check out this video just up here, but if that one doesn't interest you, then try this one. Other than that, guys, take it easy and I'll see you soon.